Yes, good evening, man. You know, y'all not used to catching me coming on at the desk at this hour, but I felt the need to come on tonight, especially after, like I said, all of the circus activities. You know, a lot of what I like to call the fraudulent boxing talk. You know, I just felt like coming on after, you know, all of that, man. I wanted to come on after, you know, all the crash dummies, even the guys that do views, that buy views. I wanted them all just to get out the way. Like I'm not trying to be in their way. Like, let them come on and talk about paid for narratives or narratives that don't really add up, don't make sense. And then I come on and drop the sauce over the top of that, right? So, they want us to believe, right, that a fighter has all of this traction, right? I'm not going to stay on boxing too long, man. But I'm going to get this out because, you know, I want to just show how the YouTube boxing community is over. It's been over, but now especially, like, content creators that do views are so not relevant now, like the narrative that they push, right? And shout out to Africa. Richard Henderson fucked the game up this weekend, right? With his performance over George Kambosos, to the point where the Devin Haney era is exposed. But I think more importantly, what's exposed is the fact that King YouTube Boxing, Bill Haney, that's his new title, King YouTube Boxing, because he has manipulated so many YouTubers and their platforms that now their credibility is basura. So keep buying views, keep doing all the things that you guys do, but the narrative of the Devin Haney era is crazy. It's over, man. It is really over. And Africa kind of slam dunked that shit this weekend, man. To the point where now you have content creators, right, that Bill owns. Because Bill owns a lot of y'all, man. Y'all don't want to talk about that, but I'm going to talk about it. You know why? Because I, as a free man, I gives a fuck about no content, right? I just come on here. This is therapy for me, right? So tonight, if you hear me say, bitch, move on, right? That's the line for the night, man. If you want to type that in the chat, type that in the chat. I'm gonna say, bitch, move on, man. Move around. Bitch, move around, right? So Africa, man, he beat the brakes off of George Kambosos. Like, literally beat the brakes off of him, right? To the point where, you know, you got guys out here mad about that. And if you watch the fight that night, and you watching these guys, you know, the usual suspects, the usual suspects. That's what they are, the usual suspects. Because a lot of these guys' content and channels and audiences is suspect, right? But if you watch them, right, and I watched a lot of them. You know, it takes a couple days to try to catch up on a lot of that shit, man. Especially when you don't really pay it no attention, right? You don't pay it no attention because you know the shit, right? But then you gotta watch the different guys that do the fight parties, right? Because me personally, when a fight is on, and this was one of my big things back then. I used to be like, yo, YouTube, the boxing community is crazy, right? You guys are exposing the fact that you don't really support boxing, right? Because how do you watch a fight party, a YouTuber, but you're not watching the fight? You rather watch the YouTuber talk about the fight than you watch the fight, right? So I got a chance to play back a lot of the different fight parties, right? And you're hearing these guys call a fight, right? And like I said, Africa's performance fucked the game up, man. It fucked the game up because Dev, yes, he put on what they said a master clinic, 24 rounds against George Kambosos down under, but he did not have him hurt. You could not stop George from trying to get at him. Did you just hear what I just said? He could not stop George from getting at him. See, now I'm going to talk a little strategy and game planning, right? So I'm going to show the different layers of the sauce. Bitch, move on, man. Bitch, move on. Move around, man. Right? Now, Devin Haney did what you consider the sweet science. He boxed, right? Hit and not get hit. He put on a master clinic. Africa, on the other hand, if you listen to Carl Lewis, he's a track star, right? Carl Lewis said that Africa got hit a lot because Africa was in the paint, what we like to call the paint. Well, great game plan by Team Richard I Hit Chins, right? Yes, he was in the pivot, in the lane, sliding, gliding, catching a lot of punches, rolling a lot of punches. If you listen to Bill Haney, the master YouTuber, the king YouTuber, he said Africa got hit a lot. But in fact, Africa was delivering the hits. And that is why we seen George Kambosos systematically get wore out and broke down. Body, head, body, head, beating them down, right? Whereas 24 rounds with Devin, he was still aggressively trying to come hit his targets. You guys catching the sauce tonight. Bitch, move on, man. Bitch, move on. So the narrative of Devin being this guy, man, the Devin Haney era. Kick rocks, man. And I know a lot of these guys that buy views, man, they got the bot audience, right? They got the bot audience, right? They don't add up. They said Dev is the most talked about fighter. Well, let's take a look. Let's do our own research on that right now, right? Let's do our own research. Right? How is the content looking now, man? I like doing this now, especially when I have the time. See, tonight I have the time. I'm gonna just play around with y'all a little bit tonight. Right? Bitch, move around. Yes, move around.
Bitch, move on.
Bitch, move on. You heard Coach me. Bitch, move on. Right? So if we go over here to X, right? This is what a lot of you guys love. Y'all love X. X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you, right? You everything that is on social media is always the real for you guys, right? So we come over here to X, right? Let me see what's going on with my X. Do I need to refresh it? Let me see if I refresh it. What happens? Okay, I'm signed in. Okay, that's what I had to sign in. But here we go. Now look, let's take a gander, man. Is everybody over here? Is everybody over here, man? And I'm gonna slide down the screen so I'll get out the way, right? So all of these fake influencers, these boxing gatherers. Hold on, let me share this real quick. I want them to steal this run with this play. I want them to take this play and have to debunk this, right? I want them to take this and have to debunk this, because I'm not going to stay on boxing too long, right? So I want to talk about the P. Diddy trial. Diddy, take that. We're talking about Diddy, man. I'm not spending too much time on boxing, man. I'm gonna try to give y'all a good half hour, upwards of a half hour like that, but I'm going into the Diddy trial. Yeah. But if we look at go to explore, right? Go to explore. We go to trending. What's trending in sports? WWE. Tonight is Monday Night Raw. Trending. Right? That's the number one thing. Politics. Love Island USA. This is according to Twitter, right? Tucker, trending in United States. Raw on Netflix, sports trending. Tony Bradley, Raquel, Beneficia, Corey Graves, who else? Aaron Wiggins, Situation Room, Iraq, this is politics now, effing, American First. This is the top 20 things trending. I do not see Devin Haney. But yet, the YouTube boxing community, many of these bot lovers, right? Because that's what I'm calling them. Bitch, move on, man. Bitch, move around, right? Bitch, move on, man. Many of these, these social media influencers, these boxing influencers that buy bots and buy views said that Devin Haney was trending. He's the most talked about. Yes, and you're non-motionless circumference. He is. But I think that the jig is up. See, for quite some time, that has been the Haney angle. That is this talked about fighter, and he, the Haney era. That has been the Haney, motion for quite some time. But that motion is not adding up anymore. And they gotta blame Turkey Al-Sheikh, man. See, Turkey Al-Sheikh exposed those guys, man. They sold to him, he paid them, but he exposed them, right? You guys fought in front of a no crowd. Superstar boxers, man, that are trending and everybody's talked about. And yet, a guy was able to come and buy you guys out and have you fight in front of no crowd. You know why he was able to do that? Because you don't move the crowd. You do not really sell tickets. I see you guys talking about Richard Hitchison in the Hula Theater. Now he didn't sell tickets. These are all the fighters, man. I spoke on that. I said, man, it's probably only a handful of fighters that really actually, like Magic Johnson said, they bring them out. Canelo, Tank Davis, guys like that, man. They move around. Bitch, move around, right? Bitch, move on, man. But a lot of these guys, they don't do it, man. They don't do it. It's all smoke and mirrors. That's why they want these guys to always fight where? I talked about this stat over the weekend. Where they always like a lot of the fighters to fight at home, around their base, because it's easy to sell tickets. It's easy to get people to come out. But hey, what do I know? But back to what's trending, right? This is what's trending, man. Let's go to sports. Maybe because I could be off. Maybe he's trending in sports. Like boxing is a sport. Saturday night main event. Still don't see him. Raw on Netflix, which is a good thing. Kevin Durant is trending. Tony Bradley again. Wiggins. Izzy. No Devin Haney though. The Yankees. But you have these content creators on here telling you, the guys that buy their views. There he is, finally. Men's boxing. Devin Haney is trending. Well, watch this. Now let's click on it, y'all. Let's see why he's trending, right? 32-0, 15-0 boxer, right? He's trending right here, right? But look what he's trending for right here, right? And I watched the guy say that he's overshadowing Africa. No. Africa calls him out. That's the first post we see. Fuck Devin Haney, right? He's trending for this, right? Look at this. This is what his father posts about guys who talk about him to generate views. Southpaw TV, Boxing Ego, Showtime. Showbiz, is that Showbiz the adult? Showtime adult? It says it should be Showbiz, right? Kanan, Punch Drunk. Where is R. Kelly? R. Kelly's on live right now, probably talking about him. You should have R. Kelly in there too, but I guess R. Kelly's on the payroll, so you don't have R. Kelly up there, right? So once again, Richard Hitchison, who beat the guy up that he beat up twice for 24 rounds, right? And you keep seeing these two tied together. Could get it at 147. We're gonna get to that because Brian Norman Jr., who is the king right now, 147, right? You said he's clout chasing off of you, which is crazy, right? Yeah, we're gonna. This is what I'm gonna talk about, Diddy. Take that. Let me just wrap this boxing shit up real quick. Damn, Devil's in the pool with Diddy, man. Hopefully he wasn't involved in none of the other shit that's going on. Have y'all been following that what's his name? Man, Diddy was having some members only free calls, man. Bitch, move around. Bitch, move on. Bitch, move on, man. Yes, he was having some members only free calls, man. Hopefully Dev wasn't down with none of those shits, man. But if you look at that picture right there, man, what is being put out there, what I'm going to talk about when I get to the Diddy, that don't look good, man. What y'all think, man? What y'all think? How is the content looking now? So Devin Haney is trending, but you had to search for that trend on Twitter. But why is he trending? Because Richard Hitchison called him out, right? You see a lot of these posts, he's tied in with Richard Hitchison. I'm not going to go there, but this guy right here is nasty work. He throws him in there with Diddy, right? Ray Jackson, nasty work. Bitch, move around. Right? Now, remember, I just want y'all to catch this too, right? The meetings of the mind right here, right? The meetings of the mind. Bill Haney and Eddie Hearns met before he left New York, right? Now, Bill got the creds that we got here talking about that Eddie Hearns wanted him to fight Bruce Ennis. I have confirmed with my sources that is a big, flat-out lie. And you know I got real sources. That is a big lie. They met because if you watch the interview, and I'll find it, maybe I'll play it, maybe I won't, where Eddie Hearns put them on blast and said that Bill ran through a lot of the money already that he was going to receive for the Ryan Garcia rematch. So now he needs a big fight. That is why he was in New York shaking his tail feather. Yes, he was shaking his tail feather, right? Then he shake his tail feather. He ran up out of there, right? When Africa won. Come on, comment, y'all. Comment. Or bitch, move around. You can bounce. Bitch, move on. You heard Coach me. Bitch, move on. You can bounce, man. If you're not going to comment, you can bounce. I don't really need you over here. I have proven that now. As a content creator, I don't care about numbers. What I care about is my real impact. And my impact is showing. But yes, they met. Because remember, Eddie Hearns sent that shot. He sent that shot out saying, yo, man, you know, did you fuck up the money? Did you fuck up the money that Turkey gave you? Remember, they talked about that. Look now. Am I over here running my mouth or am I talking about things that have already been put out there? Remember, the number that Turkey gave. Remember, he was on the Weirdos. He did the interview with the weirdo, the industry weirdo. The guy that called me weird, but he's a weirdo. Hopefully, you wasn't at none of those Diddy parties. You an industry nigga too. You know how you give it up, right? Salute T in the building, man. Shout out to NYT official Motion Talk podcast member. Yes, appreciate you, good brother. But yeah, Eddie Hearn set the shot, man. He was like, "Yo, did you fuck up the money?" And look, he had to go meet with Eddie. Yeah, see, y'all, that went over a lot of y'all heads. It didn't go over my head. Cause I'm not King YouTube boxing promotion. I pay attention to what the players said. Eddie Hearn is a player, man. When the players said that, right? You know, the crash dummies, they don't know. Because the crash dummies are on salary. The crash dummies are on salary. So they won't catch that, right? But I caught that, man. I was shout out to Randy Moss. I was Randy Moss, man. I caught that and took it to the house. Eddie said, "Yo, man, this guy's running around. He needs a big fight, man. He fucked up the money. He fucked up the bag." A lot of niggas fuck up the bag, man. But when you have the perception and then you can control mindless zombies, it's easy to maneuver. That's why he's King YouTube, right? But him and Eddie met up, and now people are trying to speculate that he wants to fight Boots at 152, which is a lie. I'm not gonna show my receipts, but just know I got real receipts, man. I got real receipts. That is a lie. 147, yes, I do see him trying to campaign there now with Boots departing out. But I like how Brian Norman let it be known, like, nigga. And shout out to Brian Norman. Handle your business. Thursday night, Juneteenth, man. Hold it down for us, brother. Like I said, you know, me and your father didn't see eye to eye, but I stay on code with certain shit. You know, my issue with him is between two men. You handle your business, because right now, while you handling business, Juneteenth, man, the what is the saying? The Red Sea has parted. The Red Sea has parted. You are in the driver's seat, good brother. And I seen God try to run with that sauce, right? But wasn't I kicking that sauce over the weekend, man? But you know, you got these content crabs and guys that claim they don't watch me. You heard what I said yesterday on Fox? They're like, damn, these niggas claim they don't be jacking my shit, but damn, they be steady jacking my shit, man. They steady jacking my shit. Bitch, move on, man. Bitch, move around. Bitch, move on. Yes, bitch, move around. Bitch, move around. But yes, so they met up, man. Devin needs a big fight, 147, right? And if you know the manufactured route, right? Yeah, manufactured. That's what it's looking like right now, man. Africa made Dev look like a manufactured fighter, man. You know that, right? We'll get to that in a second, right? You made him look like a manufactured fighter, man. You know, shout out to Bill for moving him. You know, that's awesome. Fighters are moved all the time, right? Africa really made him look like a manufactured fighter. What he did was the common opponent. Hopefully y'all caught that source. But if you didn't, bitch, move around, man. So 147, right? Boots left. 2 of the belts is gonna be up, right? Rolly is most likely gonna be elevated now, right? With Rolly being elevated, what route do you see Devin Haney taking that route? But what are they doing? They're trying to tie his name to Boots. He's really gonna step to Boots, or he wants to stand. Bitch, move around, man. Stop lying. This nigga's lying, man. Bitch, move on, man. Stop lying, man. Stop lying, man. And shout out to your brother, man. I see your little brother did the interview. He's young, man. Young kid, man. So I ain't gonna go too hard on him, man. He's 14. A little younger, man. He's trying to start boxing now. I liked him as a tennis player. I talked about that, man. Hopefully he goes back to tennis, man. You know, I get it. Your big brother's a boxer. You want to be a boxer. But you was nice at tennis. And tennis, if you know, it's a lot more lucrative than boxing. I think your father knew that too, man. That's why he had you doing tennis. Look that up, man. Tennis is way more lucrative than boxing. If you know, you know, right? Do you guys know that? A couple of y'all that's in here? Tennis is way more lucrative. Less, you lose less brain cells too. You do. And you don't have to be a gimmick. A lot of the boxing shit is gimmicked out, man. I tell you, man. Boxing to me, and that's why I'm gonna transition over to the Diddy trial in a second, is the music industry now, man. They infiltrated it, man. They infiltrated it, man. A lot of these boxers turning into industry goofballs. It's fucked up to say, man. It's fucked up. They infiltrated. They got them. They got a lot of these boxers, man. Damn, I got a lot of y'all in here. Bitch, move around, man. Are you over here just to ear hustle, or are you over here to learn your lesson? So this guy is trending, and he's trying to tie his name to different people who's in it. So I'm gonna say what you were saying about Brian Norman. You're trying to do with Boots, because Boots moved up to 54. You have yet to fight at 47 officially. Before that 44. Before that 44 gets an old guy, what we like to call, he had a lot of tread and wear on his tires. His whole name was Minnows. And you skipped around the ring. You skipped. Right? You skipped around. You was boxing. Head knock your head. Will you be able to do that if you wanted to get a Boots Ennis fight at 52? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no, right? I don't even think you can do that against Brian Norman Jr., right? That's why I am hoping that brother handles his business, and then they get on your motherfucking helmet, right? Because you trying to evade 147. But we know what you're gonna do. You're gonna go after Rolly. You're gonna go after Rolly, man. You ain't going after Brian Norman Jr. if he's successful Thursday night. You're gonna go after Rolly, right? That's what you do. You're manufactured. You're Toys R Us. Yes, Toys R Us. How is the content looking now? Bitch, move around, man.
Hey, this is Coach Larry Wade, IBL Champions. Hey, I train professional boxers, and you with Sauce Talk Podcast. You don't want to miss anything that he puts on here.
Appreciate you, champ. You know the vibe.
Yeah, smash the like button. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. So, these guys want us to believe that Dev is the hottest thing smoking right now. Actually, hottest thing smoking right now, we're being truthful in boxing, it's the Crawford Canelo fight. That's neither here nor there. That's not about this live. This live is just about exposing how the YouTube narratives and the YouTube content creators, quote unquote influencers, the bot players, and their so-called system is up in smoke now. King YouTube, Bill Haney, knows that. That is why he was on every platform that he knows he has access to and control narrative. He got out there, he was doing work in damage control today. But I say this, it does not matter though. The jig is up. And the reason why the jig is up is because of what Africa did over the weekend. One of Devin Haney's biggest victories was the down under, the 24 rounds of down under, because that made him the youngest undisputed champion. He was the conqueror. Because the other big victory that he has on his resume, Lomachenko, is kind of questionable, right? He got the win, y'all. He got the win over Lomachenko in the books. But you have, remember, that's when Bill got busted his head, man. That fight was in Vegas too, man. To me, that was bad, man. King YouTube got disrespected in his backyard, man. Even though he's an Oakland player, man. They reside in Henderson, Vegas, man. They won that fight, and the motherfuckers busted him in the head with a bottle, man. That was bad, man. That was just so disrespectful, man. They disrespected King YouTube that night, man. But in all fairness, people were upset. They thought that Devin didn't really win the fight. That Loma was getting up on it, but he got the victory. So when we look at his big victories, right? big ones. We're talking Kambosos twice down under, and Lomachenko, right? Because who's another real big name on Devin's resume? Somebody put it out, man. Shout out to China. Put it in the chat, man. Somebody put it in the chat, man. Y'all over here tonight, man. Y'all over here, man. Comment, man. See if you're still in the building, you can put it in the chat, man. CW, if you're in the building, put it in the chat. Other than the two names that I just named, right? Lomachenko and Kambosos. Name another big name on Devin Haney's resume that solidifies him as that guy. Like, yo, fuck that. That's Dev the Conqueror. Name another name. Name another name, man. Name a name. Mike Tyson style. Name a name, right? Say a name, right? No, Jihad, he didn't fight Jihad. Shout out to Jihad. Jihad is fighting. There's a lot of tickets still available. Prudential Center. There's a lot of tickets still available. Prudential Center this Saturday. You know, it's like a top rank subdivision type of a card, y'all. You know, right? The Mexican boy who hurt him, Linares. Yes, was that Linares? Or you know, to me, look, we can run down. Look, I'm gonna say some of the other names, right? He got Linares. He has who else? He has a lot of guys at 135. Gamboa, but it's like, if you know, you know, right? I named the two credible names, man. The two credible names, man. That you say, yo, Dev is that guy. He's like that. He's a step. Kambosos and Lomachenko, but Lomachenko was getting up on him, man. Because then if we go to Ryan Garcia, the drug sheet, Ryan Garcia like beat him up, man. Ryan Garcia beat him up. T said those are his best victories. Yes, Lomo and what's the name? But the Lomo one was controversial. And now this Kambosos shit is controversial. Fuck with these crash dummy content creators are talking about that shit is controversial. When you see Dev do 24 rounds with him, and Richard Hitchison, the guy, Africa, shout out to Africa Sapase. Shout out to the Zos, the Haitians, right? Go out there and mop the floor with this nigga, stand in front of him, slide and glide like we like to call the sword slide. Put him down him, right? Down him. We watched him down him, right? But Dev did 24 rounds with him, man. Dev the Conqueror, he did 24 rounds with him. Yo, T, you in here, man? You know you're boxing, T. You come from a boxing family. Yo, I watched the fight again last night, man. I watched the fight. Devin Haney, 24 rounds. So I was like, yo, maybe I'm just saying shit. Dev had him hurt. I watched it. 24 rounds. I ain't see Dev had that nigga hurt once. Maybe I'm wrong, man. Somebody put it in the chat, right? Yeah, did Dev have him hurt in any of the 24 rounds? How Africa had him? Yo, Africa went out there and just put belt to ass. That's what the young boys say now. Belt to ass. Yes. He put belt to ass, man. He put belt to ass, man. But, you know, shout out to Africa. Africa fucked the game up, man. Africa, a kid from the projects. Like, I wanna play this real quick. I just want to post this. Hold on. Shout out to Lou DeBella. Big Lou the promoter. Lou get the money, man. Lou be getting the money, man. You know, Lou lost this weekend, but he did. You know, his fighter lost. But Lou was victorious. Kambosos is his fighter. He didn't have him hurt like, yeah, exactly. These guys don't want to talk about that, T. That's why I'm going to remind them. Y'all must have forgot. Shout out to Cousin Roy. Y'all must have forgot. Right? Y'all must have forgot. Right? They must have forgot, man. But look what Big Lou said, right? Big Lou, the promoter, I had to repost this, man. This is what Big Lou said, man. He said, been knowing Richard Hitchens since he was literally a kid. a little kid gym junkie who loved boxing and would sneak into Broadway boxing events. Basically, that's what he's saying. Until we just started crediting him, credentialing him. Africa is a living dream that he was talking about at 12. He's living his dream. He is. Shout out to Africa, man. Right? He fucked the game up, man. Africa was, remember, the Haney's dissed him back in the day. If you don't remember, if you know, Africa is poor. No longer, though. He's from the projects. He didn't have much. He signed with Mayweather Promotions, and, that's what Mayweather and a lot of these guys do. They take advantage of the inner city kids. They give them a little bullshit advance, right? They might give them a little bullshit chain, right? That's why, the news is in the business that you do have options, man. These guys take advantage of the young guys from the community, right? But Africa has since went on to now become a world champion, defend his title at home, managed by a hell of a manager, right? If for those of y'all that don't know, you inboxed me, I said coach. What I mean by coach is manager. When I said him and Tiafimo have the same coach. Coach is the manager. Keith Conley is coaching them through their careers as well as the manager. So when you hear me say coach, get it, he's a coach too, but he's their manager, right? The advisor, manager, Al Heyman, right? But Africa's on top, man. And little kid from the projects, man. Poor kid from the project. Poor Haitian. Sapase. No longer though, man. And I like how Africa talked about, having to wear AB's jewelry and Tank Davis and all that, getting flown out. See, this is a fighter who was making a little bit of money, and he was getting that treatment. So what do you think about some of these content crabs with no motion? You don't think they're getting flown out? And niggas is buying them off? Come on, man. Man, the sauce is spicy tonight. Bitch, move on, man. Bitch, move around, man. Bitch, move around.
This is a Source Experience. The news by Shanewz. But what do I know?
I know, man. Smash the like button, man. There's 5 of y'all in the building. 5 of y'all in here, man. Hit the like button, man. But I know y'all gonna try to run with the content, man. Y'all gonna try to run with the content, but now Africa is up, man. Shout out to Richard Hitchens. He hit chins, man. He is rocking and rolling, man. Look, I'm gonna switch gears real quick. I don't want y'all stealing my shit, man. That's what y'all do. Y'all steal. Y'all have no honor, nothing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch gears real quick. I put enough fire on this already, right? I want to go over here to, we had a Derrick James sighting. Derrick James, did y'all see it, man? Glad to see it. Look, I like them niggas. I could care less, right? Because God is good. I got major things going on myself now. But Derrick James, man, it's back out. I don't care. So what? Okay. All right, you have school too. It's fine.
You see her?
All right, give me this.
She's texting people.
Okay, so what?
You.
Yeah, that's fine. She's texting you.
She just told me.
Okay, snitch bitch. Yeah, snitch bitch. she's texting you.
She has school tomorrow.
Okay, so do you.
No, I don't. No, I'm off tomorrow.
Okay. So
she's still flipping me off. You're teaching her bad behavior. You're
teaching her bad behavior. You're such a bad father. Bitch, move around, right?
What?
Yes, the typical Jones household night, y'all. Right? That was CEO Messiah. Jealous that Coach Green is texting her and flipping her off. Sisterly love, right? But back to what I was saying, right? Before I was interrupted. Derrick James is back out, man, but damn it done changed, man. God damn it done changed, man. They had a media workout today, right? It wasn't the big fish. It was another fish in there. Shout out to Alicia Baumgartner, a flounder, right? She's not the big fish. She's a flounder. But MVP Promotions, right? They They had old DJ out there, Mr. Clean, old Punchy. You know, I call him Punchy, man. If you know, Derek's a little punchy, man. You know, Derek got his ass whooped, man. Derek got beat up a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a little punchy, man. But it was good to see him back out there. He talked about Crawford. I'm gonna play the audio, man. I'm gonna play the audio, man, because he had to talk about the old Crawford, right? Crawford made him a believer. Crawford made him a believer, right? To the point where it sounded like he kind of going for Crawford and Canelo, right? Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that, man? He was like, when a nigga whoop your ass, right? Because that's what he really did. He whooped Derek's ass too, right? He whooped Derek's ass, man. When he beat up EJ, he beat up Derek. But remember, Derek was talking a lot of that shit, man. Derek was talking a lot of that shit too, right? Did y'all forget that? But he whooped Derek's ass too. When he whooped EJ's ass, Derek felt all those blows too. That's why he basically got fired, right? But let's see what Derek had to say, man. Derek knows what's up, man. Listen to DJ. Let me know if y'all can hear it too. Somebody type source if y'all can hear it.
Like he loses one. So that's the difference between him and any other fighter that Canelo fight. Canelo fight the idea of Canelo Alvarez opposed to fighting him. He told that when he put the fear down. But he didn't care about that because he had the chance of offering. So it's a totally different thing.
What? Hold on. Yo, shout out to Lauryn Hill, right? Remember Lauryn Hill's song, Miseducation? It's funny how money changed the situation, right? It's funny how an ass whooping changed the situation, right? It's funny how an ass whooping can change the situation. Remember? And lead up to the Spence Crawford, that nigga, Bud ain't fighting nobody. Who? Right? Now he said he's Terrence Crawford. He said he believes he's Terrence Crawford. He can win. Yeah, you know what's up, homie. Bitch, move around, man. Bitch, move around. Get around here. Yeah, see what you said? He did one more thing. He did. Yeah, shout out to T-Dot, man. That's T-Dot, man. You know K-Dot? Kendrick Lamar, he said brother like Kendrick Lamar, so I call him T-Dot. Yeah, T-Dot did him like 5 heartbeats of song. Step outside, I will both your asses like you stole stuff, man. Yeah, he will both their asses. Yo, what's we gonna do now? But yo, you hear him, right? Did y'all hear how his tone done changed? Look. Ride it out today. Damn, wait, Crawford is fast now, huh? You know that, huh? Crawford is fast, huh? Yeah, you seen that juke hook go up the side of your head, huh? Oh, that's you that went up against Crawford, huh? That's you that said you ain't watched them films, huh? That's you that let Earl out there and got his ass whooped, huh? You a paper chaser, you got your block on fire, you bring the G, you don't be crying, the suffering. Yeah, you remember. You got AJ's ass whooped, huh? Cause you was sleeping on Terrence Crawford, huh? You ain't think Bud had them big ass hands, huh? You a player, huh? You not gonna play about yours, huh? Yeah, your shit done changed up, but damn, I caught that. I was like, damn, DJ, you really done changed your tune, brother. You really done changed your tune. But shout out to DJ, man. They had the little media workout for Alicia Baumgartner. You know, she's fighting in the city. July, I think 11th. You know, big woman card. MVP Promotions doing their thing. But that was Derek, man. Damn, he done changed up, man. The ass was gonna do that to you, man. Shout out to y'all that's in the building, man. Smash the like button, man. How is the content looking now, man? Look, I'm giving y'all a lot of boxing, man. I've been on for over 45 minutes. This is boxing too.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tumohila. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes. Setting it up, coach. All right, let your heart go now. Let your heart go.
Yes, that was Coach Ring. Coach Ring been a part of more boxing experience than your favorite content creator. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it.
Like raw fish.
Oh, so one day you'll get your palate used to that raw fish. Gotcha. What's that? What else you got for me?
What's your favorite place to go?
Favorite place to go is the beach.
Now, that was her older sister, the one that came in here and was upset that Coach Ring was fucking her bird and she had school. And I told her she was a snitch bitch. She's a snitch bitch. It is the summertime. School, listen, they have, Coach Ring may have school, right? But it's the end of the year. They're not doing anything. How's the content looking now, though, yo? How's the content, man? That was Derek James on what he thinks Terrence Crawford could do, and I just wanted to put that out there because he faced both of them, right? Being he had Canelo, Charlo, and he had Earl and Spence. I mean Earl and Crawford. I said Earl and Spence. Earl's last name is Spence. But I just want to put that in perspective for some of y'all, man. I know a lot of y'all don't want to see Bud win the fight. Y'all want to see Bud get hurt, man. But it's a good possibility that Bud might do the hurting, man. Because it's looking, the weight is getting real good on him. Looking real good on him. But how's the content looking, y'all? How's the content looking, man? How's the content looking? That was punchy, yeah. You know that nigga, man. That nigga's, that's what it is. Yeah, it's a lot of these guys that's like that, man. A lot of these old fighters, right, that got beat up in the gyms, man. See, I try to be easy on some of these. Like, nigga, you used to get beat up in the gym, nigga. Keep it to him, man. I know you, nigga. Like, I know you, nigga. Like, you can fool them niggas, nigga. You can't fool me, nigga. I know you, nigga. You used to get beat up in the gyms, man. Stop, man. Stop, man. Don't go there, homie. Don't go there, man. That's why you feel the way you feel, man. And then they be mad, right? See, they be mad because I be talking my shit. Like, nigga, debunk it. Or tell me I'm fronting. You used to get beat up, nigga. You was getting beat up, nigga. That's why you were in the condition you in. You was a punch. You was in the gym getting beat up, man. Hard sparring, right? Get with the sauce, man. Get with sauce. Get with Shanewz boxing, man. I really do this, man. You niggas get a lot of these fighters. You know why they be where they at in life? Because they get beat up in the gym. They don't have the right people around them. And that's why you always hear me come on here, and this is on a serious tip right now. When I come on here and I see guys that don't know shit about boxing and they're jealous ass fans with no experience other than sitting on the YouTube and doing YouTube crash dummy crab shit, and they be mad when I speak my experiences. Sparring is fighting. Why do you think a lot of these guys be fucked up in the head? Because they get beat up in sparring. Beat up bad too, a lot of them. Because they do hard sparring. And they get beat up, right? And then it lingers over. It lingers over. But hey, what do I know, man? That was shout out to Punchy, man. Punchy's he's going for Crawford, man. Crawford whooped his ass, man. I seen that. I was like, I got to report on that, man. I had to report on that because it was just, to me, I was like, he Crawford humbled him. Remember, Crawford was gonna beat him up, man. Remember when Crawford caught him, in NYC? I was like, what's up, man? Crawford was gonna beat him up because like that's how they was moving. They've been suckers over there forever. But you see what happens when a sucker gets beat up and they get humbled. You see how they give it up now? Because Derek, I've been on that type of time with them. They suckers, man. You see, he ain't a sucker no more because he got his head hit. He got that get right. He got that ass whooping. So now Terrence, Terrence thinks he's Terrence. He can do it. Yeah, he can do it. Because he did it to you, nigga. He did it to you. But how is the content looking now, man? And like I said, I never want to be a content creator. I am becoming the things that I want to become. And this is part of it right here.
What's going on, Coach? What we looking like? What we looking like, Coach?
Gave the audience 7 rounds of a boxing clinic.
That's right.
8th round, we took them out.
That's right.
Easy breezy.
I bet your favorite content creator with all his views and all his bots never had those type of views. Yes, that was my brand. Shout out to Cousin Tone. Rocking one of the many flavors of the merchandise on ESPN. Yes, that was me right there. Doing media, marketing, management work right there. Showing what really goes on underneath the bright lights. Yeah. Holla at me, man. Mr. 15% though, man. I don't work for free. I do not work for free. How the views looking now, motherfuckers? Bitch, move on.
Bitch, move on.
That's right, bitch, move on. Move around, man. How is the content looking now, man? You know what? I'm not even gonna go into my Diddy, man, because look, I've been on for almost an hour, man. I'm about to wrap this up, man. I've been on for almost an hour, man. I might come back on or do the Diddy one tomorrow, man. But I wanted to touch on Diddy, man. Some shit broke at the trial, man. You know, with these industry parties, man. Some of these guys, right? That they got in boxing, man. Maybe they was at some of these parties, man. You know, these industry niggas is different, man. They quick to sell their soul, man. They sell their ass, man. You know, that's the talk that's going on with this Diddy trial. I want to get to that, man. How these guys are getting their ass touched, man. Yeah, they getting their booty touched, man. You know, we seen the picture with Deb Dollar, man. Was Deb Dollar? You know, we seen the Deb Dollar joint, man. Ray Jackson nigga posted that shit. I didn't post it. You know, he was at one of the pool parties, man. A lot of shit coming about Diddy, man. How y'all feel about that, man? I'm not gonna go there. Like I said, I hit the album. I don't feel like staying on for 2 hours tonight. You know, I just wanted to come on with this, pop my shit, man. I just want to pop my shit, man. You know, these guys told me I talked too much back in the day. Now that's all I'm gonna just do is just talk. But I gotta catalog the show, man. Catalog the show.
This is your boy Jamel Simplified Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Simplified, salute.
Yes, you know the vibes.
Man, y'all wasn't listening to the homies, man. They was telling y'all who the best was, man. You niggas did not listen, man. Right? The best know the best, man. Shout out to Mel, man. Former world champion from where? Long, Strong Island. But I get it. When you sit online and you listen to miserable fucks, miserable fucks that don't got shit going on in life, that need to get slapped up. They need to get the Derrick James treatment too, right? Yeah, they need to get beat up, nigga. Right? Rest in peace to my moms, all the elders in my family, right? But yes, grandma, rest in peace to her and the elders, right? They said, man, a hard head make a soft behind. They need to get that hard head cracked. And they see the light, right? They see the light, right? You whoop a motherfucker's ass real good. They start acting right? Yeah, they start talking right. Yeah, they start talking right. See, they get their head cracked. You roll through the projects, you might get your head cracked, right? They need to get that straightened, right? Yeah, what we call it out on understanding. get that understanding, you be alright, man. You be alright, right? You need that understanding. I get it. I get it, man. You just need that understanding. And that understanding is coming, man. I told all these guys that talk crazy on me and my name, I said, yo, bro, don't worry, I ain't gonna take you to court. I don't go to court. But you out here pushing defamation of character, just know that understanding is coming. It's coming. You know, that understanding is coming, man. We don't play those games over here, man. Hey, we don't play those games, man. You do your thing, I do my thing, right? You do your thing, I do my thing. I don't, you know, and what I do, I pop it. Like Bill said, I be popping it, right? So when you talk about me and you talk about my businesses and my brands, and I just throw it in your face like, what are you talking about? Why don't you show something that you do? Show something that you do instead of coming online always talking about things. Why don't you show me? You sit around, you niggas show me. Get on your St. Louis to show me steak. Show me. Like Missouri, show me. You niggas can't show me nothing. You haven't shown me anything other than bullshit narratives, smoke and mirror, bots, and views. But when I say, yo, post your work, homie. Post your work.
Nice. 1, 2. Bring him back to the castle. Back to the castle. Yep. Move around. Yep. 1, 2. Back to the castle. Yeah. Work. Bring him back up. You gotta bring your hands back up, though.
Bitch, move around, man. Move around, man. That's Baby Ring, man. Yo, Baby Ring can show you more work than some of your favorites, man. Some of your favorites, man. But I get it, man. You niggas want to be famous, man. So go get that dick in your ass and be famous, man. Go get that dick in your ass and be famous. Man, y'all can scratch that off, man. I remember being in the hood. Yo, TV, you over here, man. This is for you and all the real comrades from the hood, right? I remember being in the hood, and I was like, I was making my to-do list, right? Yeah, that was one of my to-do lists, right? I was like, I'm gonna go to Vegas and I'm gonna shadow box in the Mayweather ring, nigga. All the niggas that I done beat up out here, and I used to tell niggas, I'm gonna Mayweather your ass, nigga. I catch you, nigga, I'm gonna Mayweather your ass, right? Yo, T, that's why they don't like my content, right? Yo, T, did I Mayweather them niggas, right? That's why I had to go in that gym, right? I had to post my receipts, man. I said, I'm gonna go to the Mayweather gym and shadow box and put in some work, man. The same way I put in work on all you niggas out here, man. So I'm saying, the same way I put in work on all you niggas out here, man. Niggas know my bodies. Yeah, you know my bodies, right? I was out in the Mayweather's gym right there. How's my content looking now, man? Hold up, man. Yeah, but that was, look, that's 5 in the building, man. That was like 5 years ago, too, man. Shout out to the Mayweather gym, man, over there in Chinatown section. That's in the Chinatown section of Vegas, man. Real dope, man. Yeah, right, yeah. You know my bodies, right? Yeah, you know my bodies, right? And I'm not punch drunk, man. A lot of these old niggas is punch drunk, man. I'm 46 years old. All my senses. Got a cracked tooth and shit, chipped tooth and all that. I don't mind. The bitches love that, man. Those is war scars and shit like that, right? And I remember saying, I'm gonna go to the Mayweather gym, man. Well, I said, I'm gonna go to the Mayweather gym. They used to laugh, T. Yeah, them same niggas ain't laughing no more. Them same niggas that used to laugh, I don't even think they can leave their rooms, man. Them niggas can't come outside, man. Where them niggas at, man? yeah. T, where them niggas at, man? Them niggas can't even come outside, man. I get it, man. Yeah, they be mad because I come online and just show my receipts, man. I've been seeing the world, man. Them niggas can't even come outside, man. Come outside, man. Yo, look, not only me, though, man. You know the dope thing about me, man? Yesterday was a real reflection of that, man. I don't want people to lose sight of this as fathers, the real fathers, protectors and providers of your kids. Yo, now my kids having that, man. I mean, me and my kids, we've been all over the world together, man. I've been able to share that experience with them, man. You know, it's all over the world, man. You know, Canada, you know, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing.
In the arena, look who I got. Ring girl.
Hi, Arena. Miss you, girls.
Hey. Thank you.
Miss you, girls. Look, in order to miss somebody, you have to see them and know them, man. Hopefully you niggas get outside, man. This was another week that you guys didn't really go outside. Great fights at NYC. How's the content looking? I hit my hour mark, man. I told y'all I was coming back to the city, a cowboy, man. I've been a cowboy, international player, right? We met in Canada, right? Parlez-vous français? They speak French up there. Parlez-vous français? Mi amor, oui, bonbons. All that good stuff, man. Yes, the girls are known. Facts, see? They are, man. That's why these old jive turkeys, these old jealous fans, they not known, man. That's why I always be sitting up TV. You always hear me tell them that, right? I be like, yo, man, go around your neighborhood, man. Let me see where you at, man. Yeah, who knows you niggas, man? Yeah, who knows you niggas? Yeah, yo, bitch, move around, man. Bitch, get out of here, man. Who knows you, man? Yo, chill, ho. Who knows you, man? Yo, who's gonna be like, yo, right? Like, boom, I have my man T in here. If I come in here and I say, yeah, man, yo, T, man, we was in the park, yo, we ran through the woods today. Yo, T's gonna say, yeah, I was there. I witnessed it. I was there, right? Yo, these niggas come on here with a story and be like, yo, who's signing off on that, man? Right? Yo, T on some work shit, right? Yo, let's talk, because T, we professionals, T. You are a working man too, right? If I come with you with an order, right? And I be like, yo, I need X, Y, Z. What you gonna tell me? Yo, who's signing off on that? Where did you get that from, right? Yeah, these niggas be always having orders with no sign-offs. Who's signing off on that, man? Who knows you for that, man? Nobody. That's why you sit online and you do the things you do. You're part of a community of crabs and jealous crash dummies. And you hate on the people that actually come on here and post receipts. You hate on the people that actually come on here and be like, yo, I did this, I did that, and they show it. Yes, this is the Sauce Talk with Keyshawn Davis.
The Sauce Talk, okay.
First off, yo, T, fuck that. You was there for a lot of shit, but I was there for your shit. When you took off Gary Russell's glove. Rest in peace to my uncle, Gary Russell Sr. That probably, to me, right? And that is your content. That's why you see me post it. Right? I might pull it up right now and end my live stream with that because I have it, right? But I remember being there and being with you and reflecting on our journey in life as, you know, kids to men, to having our own kids in the projects and watching you take off his glove, right? And he was like, nah, untie it. I was like, oh shit, yo, this is epic. And matter of fact, that's the same day you interviewed Richard Henderson, who now is a world champion. Damn, T. Yo, T, you got some stats on these things, man. I remember that, man, but I remember being in Gleason's, man, and saying like, yo, I talked this into existence, and we are living and walking it. My man was working at, they shut the spot down now. I think it's a supermarket up there. I haven't worked on that side in years. But the Big H Shopping Center, I whooped a lot of ass in that parking lot too. Ask about me. The Lounge Ad Projects is on the other side. I put a lot of you niggas heads to bang, man. Just know. Get out of line, I'll do it again, right? But the Big H parking lot, my man was working there, and I was like, yo, when these niggas fight, I was like, yo, we going to Gleason's. I was like, I got the call. I was like, yo, we gonna jump on the train, we out. We gonna be in town, we gonna cover it. I remember going there, and people was giving me a hard time. I was frustrated. I was ready to fuck somebody up. I was in the house of the Gladiators, Gleason's gym. I was ready to get busy. Like, yo, what do you mean? I just stayed in my zone. The Russell family came in there, and they came right over to us. And we had the best content. Shout out to him. Yeah, they all have A's as their names, but they're all Garys, my cousins, right? And they set up, and we had the best content. And I remember Gary hitting the pads with Allen, and Unc was in the cut. Rest in peace to Unc. He's looking down right now, smiling, knowing I'm telling the truth. He was in the cut, and he told Gary Russell, his son, the eldest, and Gary Allen Russell. He said, all right, stop bullshitting. Pick it up. And Gary proceeded to hit them mitts, and I got nervous. I started to go into my backpack and pull out my Glock 19 because I thought it was a bang out going on. That's right. I thought a bang out had jumped off in Gleason's gym. I thought some Taliban gunmen ran in there with AK-47 strapped. Yes, that's what it was sounding like. Yo, T, did it sound like a gun battle erupted off in Gleason's? It sounded like a gun battle broke off up in there. How fast he was hitting them pads. And then he proceeded to come over to the corner, because we was in the corner, right? Y'all seen my Richard Henderson video. That was all the same day. It was all the same day. Everybody, shout out to the PBC. That's how the PBC used to do. They used to do their media workouts, and it was all the same day. He came over to us, and I specifically remember it, right? He went over to my man T, and he was like, take it off, right? And T, he was like, nah, untie it. And I recorded it, and I was like, yo, I seen it, right? Look, now if I was like the rest of these jealous, hating ass niggas, I'd have been mad, right? But me knowing that was my brother, and I was like, yo, man, we're gonna do this. And I knew that was his moment. I was like, oh, that's ill. I was like, yo, that is ill, man. I was like, yo, you took off Gary Russell's glove at a media work. I was like, yo, man, you got one of the illest moments. And I remember my other man, he's a hater, right? Yo, he's a hater, right? It's real talk, right? He's a hater, right? It's always niggas that's gonna hate, right? Because he wanted that moment. He was hating, right? I was like, yo, I told him, I said, yo, that's ill, right? He took, yeah, he ain't do nothing, right? Yo, that's what a hater says, right? Yo, old salty ass nigga, right? You a hater, nigga. What you mean he ain't do nothing, nigga? See, no, you ain't do nothing, nigga. You ain't do nothing, right? No, what that man just did is history, right? Right? Yo, Gary Russell still is to this day, but at the time, he was one of the longest reigning WBC champions. What you mean that ain't nothing? That man asked him to take his gloves off. Nigga, who have you ever gloves? Have you probably got beat up, right? Not for nothing, you did get beat up a couple times, but that's neither here nor there. But you that's why you probably was feeling like that, because you never experienced nothing like that, man. You never gloved up a warrior, a world champion warrior at that, right? You never had a world champion warrior tell you to disarm him, right? That's what that is. That's disarming him, right? He was like, yo, take his guns off, man. I was like, yo, that was LT. Matter of fact, let me pull that up real quick, man. Let me close out the live with that, man. I'm gonna close the live out with that, man. My man T-Dog, man. Yo, T, you fucked the game up that night, man. when you do start a channel up, right, and start dropping videos like that, yeah, these niggas is gonna be big mad. They're gonna be big mad. Yeah, see, they gonna be big mad. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, we gonna close it out in style, man. I gotta pay homage to one of my dear friends, man. Right? This is one of my dear friends, T-Dog Chemrits, man. One of my dear friends in life, man. This was early days. You're gonna see the watermark, man. I no longer rock this company, but they can't erase what we was. Damn, I didn't even realize this video had 52 likes. Yeah, how long have you been jealous, nigga? 52 likes, man. But man, this is epic right here, man. This was my man. This is history, T. They can't erase this, T. They can't erase this, good brother. I was there. I got it documented. I got it documented for you, T. Look, I was there, right? Yeah, I was there. Look, they don't talk about the content, T. They don't talk about the content because the receipts is too heavy. But T, I was there, good brother. I was there, man. When you took this brother's guns off for him, man. Yo, I started to grab my Glock 4, my Glock 19. I was like, damn, a gun battle erupted in here. But here is the receipts. How is the content looking now? No jealous fans on aim.
Hand speed. Hand speed.
Yeah, T, you remember that? Yeah, T, I'm getting the chills watching that. Yeah, T, you remember that? God damn. You remember that, T? Yeah, T, you remember that day, man? Yeah, you remember that day, T? Yo, T, that was epic, man. I remember that. I was like, yo, that was history, man. Yeah, T, that was history, T. That was history, man. These guys don't have those moments, T. Yeah, T, they don't have those moments, man. Yeah, T, look, they don't have those moments, man. They don't have those moments, man. This was another epic one right here, man. We said what's the name was a fragile Amazon package. Remember that, T? T, you remember that, man? These guys, you know, this is the goof tool, man. The goof tool, man. The goof tool, man. Man, the goof tool, man. The source experience, man. Source experience. Yo, I'm gonna do the Diddy one tomorrow, man. I got caught up in the boxing and all of that. This is not my content, but this is somebody else's content.
We've got passion, we've got determination. Like, and if we set our sights on something, you better believe it's happening.
This was that day.
We always felt like our content was all about entertainment and being
It was
fun,
that day,
but
man.
there was also this, sort of
Seconds out. She ain't gone fun. There you go, right there, T. Look, there you go, T. Look, T. Yo, T, you stand there. I had the front on niggas real quick, T. Yo, T, look, I had the front on niggas real quick, T. Because, niggas be thinking we just talking, T. Who's that right there, T? Yo, T, who's that right there, man? I had to pull up the receipts, man. I blew it up. Yo, T, I had to blow it up, man. For my man. Look, I'm gonna get off the screen. Yo, who's that right there, T? Salute CW. Yo, T, who's that right there, man? I had to just blow it up, man. Come on, these cocksuckers, man. Come on, these cocksuckers, man. Yes. All right, go upstairs then. Go upstairs. Yeah, take it. Go. I had to remind these guys, man. Yo, T, is that you right there, T? Freeze it. Yo, T, is that you right there? Yo, tell these dudes to step their game up, man. It's my man T right here, man. That's my man T right here, man. That's T right here, man. These niggas don't never be outside, man. Yo, put some respect on the real walkers out here, man. Put some respect on it, man. That's me say, yo, pick it up. It's not bullshit. Yo, T, that was you, right, T? Was that you, T? Oh, man. That hand and speed. Damn. See, these guys never cover nothing, man. There you go. T, look at T. That's you gotta drop your content, man. That's it. You gotta drop your content. Yeah, T, look. That's it. Look, that's what you took the gloves off right there for, T. Yo, T, you gotta drop your content on these dudes, man. Yo, T, you gotta drop your content on these dudes, T. Yo, T, you gotta drop your content on these dudes, man. Yeah, they ain't on your level, man. Yo, T, they ain't on your level. That's when you took the gloves off right there, man. Yo, T, they ain't on your level, man. But I just want to close with some real receipts tonight, man. These niggas is online. Yeah, we was out there stepping fast, T. Tell these niggas, man, understanding is coming. You've been lying for too long, man. Yeah, you've been lying for too long, man. I just go in my bag and throw out the books of salt. Yeah, that was the books of tea right there, man. I just happened to be there too, right? I just happened to be there too, man. Yo, when are you gonna come outside, you bitch ass niggas? When are you gonna come outside, man? Bitch ass niggas. All you do is sit online, you tell lies on people, man. Them days is over. Can't lie no more, man. Can't lie no more. How is the content looking now? Bitch, move around, man. Bitch, move around.
Hey, this is Coach Larry Wade, I Build Champions. Hey, I train professional boxers, and you with Sauce Talk Podcast. You don't want to miss anything that he puts on here.
Appreciate you, champ. You know the vibe.
Man, that was epic, epic.
Work, Chris. Work, body. Nice. Good body shot. Body shot, Chris. Good body shot.